The humanitarian crisis in Gaza is worsening, with over 2 million people struggling to survive after nearly 2 years of conflict. Food, water, and medicine are extremely scarce, and aid groups say the situation has become unbearable. The crisis began after a deadly attack by Hamas on Israel, sparking a prolonged military response. According to the United Nations, more than 1,000 Palestinians have been killed while trying to access food aid, since a new aid system backed by the US and Israel replaced the UN-led efforts in May. Critics argue that this shift has made it harder for people in Gaza to get the help they need. Over 100 humanitarian organizations, including Save the Children, Oxfam, and Doctors Without Borders, have called for a full ceasefire and unrestricted aid access. They say their staff and the people they serve are starving, and relief goods are stuck just outside the Gaza border, unable to get in. Israeli officials claim they are allowing aid into Gaza, but accuse Hamas of misusing it, stealing supplies or attacking people waiting in line for food. Aid groups deny this and say deliveries are being blocked or restricted, worsening the crisis on the ground. Medical workers in Gaza say they are collapsing from hunger and fatigue. Some have fainted during surgeries because they haven't eaten in days. Hospitals are overcrowded with injured and starving patients, but doctors say they can't keep going much longer without food and support. In one incident near the Gaza-Israel border, at least 81 Palestinians were killed while trying to get food. The Israeli army says it opened fire to defend its troops but is reviewing the details. Meanwhile, more children are dying from hunger-related illnesses, and healthcare workers say pregnant women are severely malnourished. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has called the crisis a horror show, warning that starvation is affecting nearly every home in Gaza. He condemned violence against civilians trying to get food, and said the basic systems keeping people alive are falling apart. A joint statement from 28 countries, including the UK, France, and numerous European nations, demanded that Israel immediately allow aid to flow freely and ensure humanitarian workers can operate safely. They pushed for a permanent ceasefire and peace efforts involving Egypt, Qatar, and others. Israel responded by rejecting the criticism, saying the international community was ignoring Hamas's role in the war. Israeli officials argue that Hamas is to blame for refusing ceasefire deals and for continuing to hold Israeli hostages, which prolongs the fighting. Tensions remain high, with both sides trading blame. Aid workers warn that the situation in Gaza could soon become irreversible. Over 800 Palestinians have died while trying to find food, and humanitarian groups insist that only a negotiated ceasefire can end the suffering and bring relief to civilians caught in the conflict. That's all for now from Global Pulse Unplugged. Stay sharp, stay informed, and we'll see you next time.